Hi, everyone, and certainly Good Friday to you. Love saying it when you can. The 11th day of October has been, yes, yet another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Told you I'm going to go with it for as long as I can, and we'll continue to run on that theme weather-wise over the course of your weekend. It's beautiful. I hope you find some way to enjoy it. And oh, by the way, I did stop by leaving West Liberty today on another matter. The pumpkin patch down in White Oak. Just in for a visit. No video or story tonight, but we made arrangements to do that early next week about some big events they've got planned. They have had a phenomenal fall season. There are busloads of children and other folks each and every day, and they are really having a wonderful time. And there's plenty of pumpkins in sight and all sorts of fun things to do. If you haven't ventured down, it truly is worth your trip. And we'll be taking another trip down there next week and talking to Ashley and the bunch about what they do have planned before fall will be sadly over before you know it. On tonight's program, I'll have an update. I read in the story last evening about the latest developments and information on behalf of Kentucky State Police Trooper Detective, actually, I should say, Jason Dials. And I understand that a lot of the folks last night did not get to see the programming, and we do apologize for the inconvenience. The matter has been corrected, and we hope it will happen again. I can tell you that we'll also be talking about our schools in some form or fashion, many forms and fashions actually, a major change up to the 57th District and others, kind of going back to the way it was, and it's effective immediately. We'll also talk about a third meal of the day being served to Magoffin County students who are staying after school, which a great many do nowadays compared to what they used to. And then I also had an invitation to go up to the site of the new Magoffin County High School and take a tour. It looks very different from up there, and you get a much better idea of the lay of the land. We'll take you with us in just a few moments. And that, plus calendar announcements, and a few words from some of our sponsors, will be our entire focus of the evening. So we'll get right to it. Last night I aired the latest update in regards to the missing persons case of Freddie Brown and also the discovery of human remains found in the same area that Brown went missing. The remains found last week. The Kentucky State Police still actively searching the scene for remains or any other pieces of evidence.
Yes, I mean, we've had a missing person case up with Freddie Brown for several months, and we've actively been working on that since it was reported. However, we have two different incidents at this point. We have to work the missing person of Freddie Brown and also the remains here. Like I said, we can't assume that they're tied in together or anything at this point, but if the two do run together in course of time, then we'll follow up accordingly.
Is there any way of having any type of a timeline that you'll be able to make a positive identification?
No, that would be up to medical examiner, and like I said, they do have some of the remains, and like I said, I couldn't give you an idea of when they'll be completed with their investigation.
That was yesterday that the state police, assisted by local authorities, were out in the Johnson Fork area for the second day, actually the third day, my apologies, looking for skeletal remains after ginseng hunters late last week first stumbled upon some in that particular area. They went back the following day, which was last Saturday, conducted an extensive search using dogs and all other resources available, and then yesterday went back and found further evidence related to the human remains case that was discovered. Freddie Brown last seen by friends and or family in the Johnson Fork area on February the 27th of this year, while his residence and last reported sighting was within a mile or two of the discovery of the human remains. As Detective Dial said, they can still not make that conclusion as to the true identity of the human remains discovered as to being whether or not they are that of Freddie Brown or not until forensic evidence is returned from the state medical examiner's office. Still to come, literally moving a mountain for the new Magoffin County High School. We'll take you to the scene of that and talk about a third meal of the day for Magoffin County students who, a great deal of which, spend time after school. We'll be right back. It's so new it doesn't even have a name, but it does have an amazing taste all its own. 4 pancakes, butter, syrup, plus your choice of any of our dozens of DQ toppings with a little whipped cream on top, and of course some of our world-famous DQ soft serve. And you can add bacon, sausage, or even a little country ham for a full-blown breakfast treat. So sink your taste buds into a quarter or even half-pound grill burger fixed exactly like you like it. And you want to know the best part? James says you can have either one for breakfast as early as you want, but only at your Sagersville DQ. Game time means wing time at Lee's, and that means it's time for you to try our new buffalo wings. I can't tell you our secret, but I can tell you they're marinated and then rolled in our famous, albeit a little spicy, crispy chicken batter and served up with any of our 7 delectable sauces. So get your hands on a meal or a box today at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe, where no one does chicken like we do chicken. Regardless of the project, big or small, inside or out, Bailey's Carpet has your next job covered with service after the sale on Husqvarna and Red Max power tools and equipment. You covered with great deals on boots and clothing by Georgia, Red Wing, and Carhartt, and your floors covered with premium materials at low prices from Bruce, Armstrong, and more at Bailey's Carpet and Hardware in Salyersville.
Let's do this. Can't believe my daughter wants to marry a Hatfield.
And I can't believe my son fell in love with a McCoy.
I got one thing to say. They're going to have the wireless plan with the best service.
And I say they're going to have the wireless plan with the biggest savings.
Daddy!
Hush up, Mary Beth.
Pa, stay out of this, Jonah.
We're done talking.
You got that right.
Better service.
Bigger savings.
Daddy, we've both got Appalachian Wireless. Better service.
Bigger savings.
That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
Faster, friendlier, family-owned Parkway Pharmacy, open 8:30 till 6:30 Monday through Friday in the new McGoffin Medical Plaza under the care of local pharmacist Jesse Rudd. To make Parkway Pharmacy your pharmacy, come by or give us a call at 349-4400. Superintendent of McGoffin School, Stanley Holbrook, asked me to come up earlier today and talk about a third meal of the day now starting to be served to McGoffin County students. After-school programs and activities have greatly grown in number over the past several years, and some of those keeping students on their respective campus late up into the evening hours. And as a result of that concern, they saw a need and will now be serving a third meal of the day.
School now is almost all day and half the night activity. There's something going on in every school every evening. And we're always looking for ways to make the school experience better for the parents and for the children. And we just felt that if a child comes to school in the morning and it eats breakfast and it eats lunch, a free breakfast and a free lunch, and it gets done eating lunch at 11:30 and it stays at school until 5, 6 o'clock, well, it's starved to death time it gets home. So to help improve its attendance at school, we're going to start feeding them in the evening after school. Now, we wrote up a proposal to the federal lunch program and got approval this week. And starting Monday, 2 or 3 minutes after the last bell rings of the day, we're going to open up the lunchroom and serve our children that stays at school a free supper. Now, it will start with something simple at first, maybe a ham sandwich and a banana and a cup of pudding or something simple. We have to have a count. We have to know how much food to cook and how much food to order. And just as soon as we figure out how much food to cook and how much food to order, we'll get our orders in, and everybody staying at school will have an opportunity to have a free supper, and that will be free to any McGoffin County student who stays at the school for a school activity, whether that be an academic activity or a sports activity. We want them to go home, not starve to death.
And after that interview, Holbrook invited me to tag along with him up to the new side of the McGoffin County High School. We took a little tour of the layout, and certainly a different perspective once you do so. We'll show that to you in just a few moments. We've got calendar announcements, though, and more at this time, brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau. First up, an invitation for a free soup bean dinner. The folks at the Burning Fork Community Church, Pastor Eddie Dennison and the church, are hosting a free soup bean dinner tomorrow. They do it every year, and tomorrow is going to be a beautiful day for it. They'll be outside the church tomorrow from 1 to 4 for a soup bean dinner, all the fixings. You don't need to bring anything but yourself, friends, family. Stop by and have a meal and a wonderful time with them. They've got a place to play for the kids outside, and it's going to be a gorgeous day to do so. So stop by for a free soup bean dinner at the Burning Fork Community Church tomorrow, 1 to 4. You don't have to be a member of the church. All you have to do is be in the area, pull over, get out of the car, and eat. It's that simple. And veterans, if you'd like to participate, specifically Vietnam veterans, if you would like to participate in the Veterans Day ceremony coming up on Veterans Day, obviously the 11th day of November, please contact Jeremy or Henry, 367-3734 or 349-5235. And if you can, they'd like to hear from you by the 25th of this month so they can get your name in the list of events. Sayersville Masonic Lodge is having their haunted trail tonight and tomorrow night, and what few Fridays and Saturdays are left in this month of October, and they'll be doing so on Halloween. They're on Upper Mash Fork Road. You turn on the new 460 there at the caution light. Go a couple of miles or so, you'll see Upper Mash Fork Road on your right. They'll have signs and a frightful time awaiting you at the end of the holler. First group leaves at 7 each night. The Lady Hornet Trail Ride set for tomorrow. Going to be a great day for it. Bring your ATV and yourself and whoever you can pile on with you, because it's just $20 per machine, and meet at the Middle Fork Volunteer Fire Department tomorrow. Bring lunch with you as well, because they're going to stop and take a little break in the middle of the ride. They'll gather at 8:30 and they'll leave sometime around 9:30 from, once again, the Middle Fork Volunteer Fire Department. Harvest Fest is tomorrow over at the Lakefront Church of God on Route 30 at the old Middle Fork Elementary School. A horse-drawn meal, a working sawmill, a Dutch oven, food, fun, games, inflatables, an auction, a gospel sing, and more. The auction starts at 2. And the benefit for Jimmy Porter is this Sunday at the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center in downtown Sagersville, and it's from 2 to 6 p.m. If you can, stop by. They're going to have an auction. Turning Ground's going to be there to sing. All sorts of yummy food. Donations graciously accepted as well. Porter is in the midst of battling his second round of prostate cancer. Has had to be laid off of work because of the seriousness of his illness, and that means there's no more insurance to cover his medical costs, so you could help offset that situation. The Community Free Will Baptist Church has a revival starting this Sunday night, 7 p.m. nightly. Different preachers every night. Pastor James Matthew Carter welcomes you all to come and join them for revival at the Community Free Will Baptist Church. And the annual Christmas in November is not until November the 1st and 2nd, but if you're a vendor and would like to register, please do so by now, or between now and October the 25th, 349-4409 or 349-4416, and let us know anytime you've got a calendar announcement, a birthday, an anniversary, or a special announcement of that nature, and we'll tell everybody. And for now, we'll let my sponsors tell you what you need to know about their services, and be sure you tell them that you're watching Your News Today.
Hi, I'm Don McFarland. I am an attorney in Sayersville, Kentucky, and I'm here to serve you and meet your legal needs. If you have been injured on the job, if you are interested in receiving your disability or your SSI benefits, if someone's negligence has caused you trouble, basically, if you have been in a car wreck and you've suffered pain, then pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne, 349-9000.
At the end of every race, Mark Martin hangs up his driving gloves. He hangs up his fire suit. And he hangs up his helmet. Which is why he picks up his phone and opens the ER Extra app. The app shows ER Extra wait times, locations, and more. It's the one safeguard Mark Martin is never without. ER Extra at Paul B. Hall Regional Medical Center. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Fall is here, and it's time to rake in the savings at Home Furniture. Come in now for the largest sale ever on select bedroom suites. Prices have been drastically reduced, up to 40% off. All in-stock recliners are buy one, get one half off. Purchase a big screen TV, get a sound bar free. Seasons may change, but we'll always have financing available for everyone, guaranteed. Come in today while supplies last and take advantage of these huge savings at Home Furniture, Highlands Plaza, Prestonsburg.
From time and money saving services like their overdraft protection, telephone and online banking services, to finding the right home, college, or car loan, to personalized checking and savings accounts designed around your exact needs, Sagersville National Bank is still your best choice and the same locally owned and operated bank that's been looking out for your family's financial health since 1902. Sagersville National, restoring the piggy bank population one savings at a time. 170s, 500, 570, 800, 900s, 2 seats, 4 seats, Razors, Rangers, and XPs in the hottest colors with the coolest accessories with the best financing available and rebates up to $1,000 at Connelly's, Kawasaki, and Polaris of Paintsville.
Superintendent Stanley Holbrook also told me earlier today that the new Montgomery County High School project is either on or ahead of schedule in all respects. The earth or filling project is set to be done well before the end of the year, and construction of the new building and associated athletic complex should begin simultaneously soon thereafter. He also took me on a tour today of the grounds, a very different perspective as crews are very busy moving a lot of material.
Literally moving a mountain. Now, we've been following this story since it first began to develop, but this is the first time it's really started to take some significant shape in regards to the different elevations, and you can start to see the locations of the new school building, other facilities, the athletic complex, the roads in between, and all the associated development that's ongoing with the project.
To my right down here in this field, you can see across the creek, they've got one lift down there. That's approximately three foot. And then they'll start packing that in later on. But right now it's got one lift done. Then you see the area on this side of the automobiles, that's going to be left for flood water. Then you have the creek, and then you have the area on this side of the creek, which is also going to be left for flood water. So it's going to be a great big area open for flood water. That way when a 100-year flood was to come, we won't bother anybody upstream from us. This was all approved by the Division of Water, and it's going to be a big help for those people who live above us. We have a big area left open for the floodplain so that we don't bother anybody. This area just immediately to my right is called a keyway. This is big rock put in here to make sure that there's no slippage of the field. And you'll see a stake over here, and that stake is about where this field will stop. And the field will go 24 feet above that stake for a total of 43 feet field. This right here will be a 43 feet up in the air. Now you see the truck here, I call it the hammer over here. They break the rock up into smaller pieces to be used on our site. Everything has to be a specific size, and it's all governed by SNME and Kentucky Department of Education, Kentucky Department of Transportation, and the Division of Water. We have inspectors on site. They inspect every lift that's given. You see the dozer makes 6 passes. Every time he spreads out one load of material, he's required to make 6 passes to spread that material out. Everything is on a time schedule. Mr. Arnott runs his program, and he tells me that everything is on schedule, and with no problem on December the 3rd, if we don't have no bad rains this fall, on December the 3rd, this project will go out on bid. And when they bid the high school out, it won't be just one bid. It'll be 2 or 3 phases, and each phase will have a certain amount of building to go through. You can only bid as money becomes available. So we'll start on December the 3rd, and with this first phase, we have all the classrooms and all the educational materials. Then on the right will be all the alternates, like the gyms of the school is an alternate. The football field's an alternate. The field house is an alternate. Some certain specific kind of tile and sandstones are alternates. And then we add on to the building as money becomes available. Because this is a 2-year project, and we have it done by January the 1st of 2016. And we are on schedule so far.
Now, standing on the elevation that Holbrook and I were, this is where it was filled to date. If you go by there in the next few days, that's going to be the elevation. That stake up there is actually where they will be filling to, and that will be the level the entire across the entire way here, and that will be where the football field, the field house, the tennis courts will go pretty much all the way into the back to where the far truck is moving at this particular time there it was in your screen. But all that is being brought up to that particular level, and then the other field that's needed is being taken down to the lower level that will fill near to road level of 114 for construction of the new school building and associated buildings. And I know this is a little shaky, but I'm trying to drive across dirt and rock and do this at the same time. All the way, let me back that up, all the way going back to that embankment, all the way right there to the far left of your screen. If you begin there, all of this level space here will be used for parking, but that is the channel that Holbrook was describing. It starts all the way to the far left of your screen at that embankment, all of this level where the Tahoe is parked there, then the existing creek, and then once you get on the other side of the creek bed, the flat area all the way going to where the other vehicles are parked on the other side. That is the area he was talking about that's left for waterway, about 100 yards or greater in width, and that is being left at that existing elevation in case of such situations as a 100-year flood, so more than 100 yards in width is going to be the waterway. A great deal of it will be able to be utilized for parking, of course, but in the event of any heavy rainfall or something of that nature, it will not be a hindrance to anything or anyone upstream. All this is just 3 feet. They have stopped filling. He says it will be compacted every 3 feet or less, and then another 11 feet will be added on top of this fill, and that will bring it near road level with Route 114, which is just in front of you. A great deal of earth, any way you look at it. We'll be looking at the rest of the program after these messages. Sagersville Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce the newest members of our family, Administrator Lane Jones and our full-time chaplain Mark Campbell and volunteer Richard Green, new faces with the same sincere desire as these, to assist you and your family with short-term rehabilitation solutions or long-term nursing care needs, close to home and those that you love. Sagersville Nursing and Rehabilitation. In recognition of our grand reopening and in honor of you, Hutch Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in Paintsville is celebrating with employee pricing for everyone, and you keep the rebates on any new 2013 or 2014 car, truck, or SUV, and on all our pre-owned inventory. And register now with absolutely no purchase necessary for our grand reopening grand prizes. $10,000 in cash, $3,000 in cash, and 300 gallons of gasoline given away to someone on October the 26th at Hutch. Whether you want to be feared or favored, funny or frightful this Halloween, Fraser's Prater Drug Seasonal Shop has everything you'll ever need for the mood or effect you desire. And while we never know just how colorful our natural landscape will be at autumn, we are for always certain the season is vibrant inside the region's largest selection of fall and home decor. So come and see what surprises and delights await you at Fraser's Prater Drug Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville.
Fall is here, and it's time to rake in the savings at Home Furniture. Come in now for the largest sale ever on select bedroom suites. Prices have been drastically reduced, up to 40% off. All in-stock recliners are buy one, get one half off. Purchase a big screen TV, get a soundbar free. Seasons may change, but we'll always have financing available for everyone, guaranteed. Come in today while supplies last and take advantage of these huge savings at Home Furniture, Highlands Plaza, Prestonsburg.
Stop by to see how, with a guaranteed trade-in, you can drive off in this gorgeous 2011 Hyundai Sonata for $17,950 or $299 a month, or how to drive off with a little soul for $12,950 or $235 a month, or how to drive off with a lot of style in this Dodge Ram Daytona at $15,950, all at Premier Motors in Paintsville. The lights are on, the doors are open, and the shelves are being stocked more and more each and every day at the brand spanking new Red's Boot Barn, that is, on Route 114 in Sagersville. Already in stock and in different sizes and colors and styles. Ariat, Outback, Carhartt, Wrangler, and more. And like I said, more coming every day to the brand new Red's Boot Barn in Sagersville.
Sporting news tonight, the 57th District, as we have come to know it for the past several years, is no more. I spoke with Montgomery County Athletic Director Neil West earlier this week, who tells me that effective immediately upon the vote, the 57th District is now one school system less in number.
And there's a lot more to it than just going back to the way we were.
In 2005 or 2006, Lawrence County moved into the 15th region, come out of the 16th region, and they placed them in the 57th District. During that time, that put the 57th District with 5 teams, and Floyd County with 5 teams, and the 2 Pike County schools with 3 teams each. Since then, the 57th District has been pushing to eliminate one of the teams to move them to one of the districts, and as of today, the vote come down with Julian Tackett, the Commissioner of Kentucky High School Association, had a meeting with all the superintendents, and Lawrence County has now moved to the 60th District that consists of Lawrence, Phelps, Belfry, and Pike Central. Pierce has moved out of the 58th District into the 59th District, which consists of Pierce, Pikeville, East Ridge, and Shelby Valley. So now there's 14 districts in the 15th region. So now instead of having a play-in game like we've had in the past to play for a chance to go to the regional tournament, now it's only you win one game and you get the regional tournament.
in the grand scheme of things, besides the playing game, is there any other benefits or ramifications, so to speak?
Well, the big thing is, it's been taking us 5 nights playing double hitters to play the 57th district, where in the 59th and 60th, they've been playing 2 nights. In the 59th and 60th district, you could be the winner of the regular season and not even win a ball game and be in the regional tournament. And we felt like that was a disadvantage for teams in the 57th, and we felt like it was a disadvantage for teams in the 58th. You could possibly be in the 57th and win a ball game and still not get in the regional tournament, where in the 59th and 60th, you're automatically in, and also that would eliminate the possibility. Right now, Pike County automatically gets 4 teams in the regional tournament. This way, it could possibly be they only get 3, or possibly could only get 2.
And as West said, this did go into effect immediately following the vote. It does not affect football, because football divided up into classes, Montgomery County falling under Class 3A. But from this point further, all other school sports falling into the 57th district as always, but now as a 4-school system district. All right, now it's time to wrap up with your Licking Valley RECC forecast, and there's been some tweaks made. And I'll be honest with you, I uploaded the forecast before I sat down and started doing the show, trying to get a little ahead of the game, as I always do, and I didn't like it. So I went back to get another one right then, and while it's an update from the previous one to the top of the hour a short time ago, it's still basically the same. The hesitation, if you hear it in my voice, is the fact that there is, albeit a slight, but a chance of some showers over the course of the weekend that was not factoring in until this point. I'll slowly build up to it. And it's not that bad. It was such a picture-perfect forecast on paper. May still be that way in reality. Nevertheless, a low of 47 degrees tonight. I topped out at 82 here at the newsroom. I mean, it was nice out there, and when we peaked in the latter afternoon hours, just a gorgeous, gorgeous day. We'll dip down to 47 under mostly clear skies tonight. It will be a wonderful night for high school football, and it is homecoming for the Hornets. Keep that in mind. And a little patchy fog late tonight after 2 a.m., maybe lingering to around 10 in the morning. Otherwise, mostly sunny skies above. We should hit around 77, 78 degrees very easily. And look at tomorrow night's low. It's going to be nice. Enjoy it in the 50s. That's just beautiful for fall weather any way you want to look at it. Only a few harmless clouds above Saturday night, none to reveal any precipitation. Getting to Sunday, a 30% chance of showers, mainly after 7 a.m. is what the National Weather Service is forcing me to tell you. Otherwise, we'll see partly sunny skies, and this is a very, very minor threat of some showers, but it's there. No thunderstorms, just showers, in case I misspoke a second ago. But it's there, and it's there throughout the day on Sunday. I don't think you'll have to really worry about anything changing any plans. You might have to pause for a few moments if there's a little shower or two that pops up, and it might. Here's hoping it doesn't. And Columbus Day is Monday, and it's mostly sunny this time around. We're going to dip down to about 72, dropping a few degrees from Saturday, 73 on your Sunday, so only just barely dropping 1 into your Monday forecast. Lows still in the mid-50s, still beautiful. Now, after that, we'll still see mostly sunny skies on your Tuesday, but then we'll start to work in a slight chance of some showers Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Oh, and even some cloudy days, and maybe even some thunderstorms are in there as well. So our luck is going to run out, at least for a little while, and it will do so sometime next week. We'll talk more about that when I see you then next week. For now, we hope you enjoyed the show. Spend time with us anytime you can. We so appreciate it. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll let you know what's happening when we see you here next Monday, Columbus Day, on Your News Today. Good night.